I think a lot of people notice, especially outside the LGBTQ community, how a lot of people oftentimes go from defining themselves as cross-dressers to thinking of ourselves as transgender women. And maybe you are a cross-dresser and you wonder, why? What's up with that? Why does that happen? And that's not going to happen to me. So why is that? What's going on there? I mean, did those people just decide to be transgender one day? Did cross-dressing make them become delusional in some way? What happened? Okay. When you're cross-dressing, when you're thinking of yourself as a cross-dresser, you're usually very much in the closet. Okay, very few people are just out as cross-dressers. So you're usually thinking of yourself, you're very in the closet. Your behavior and your feelings and everything are all very repressed. Okay, there are things that you're hiding from the world and also just from yourself. And as you begin to take baby steps and kind of step out of the closet in ways, your feelings become much more clear, okay, to you. And they stop being kind of hidden behind this fog of repression, so you take a walk in the park, you go to the mall, you start going out to lunch, okay, you start making friends, and you kind of step out more and more, and as you do that, a couple of things happen. Number one is your feelings become much more clear to you, okay? You're able to look back more clearly and say, wow, I've kind of felt these things my whole life. And two, a lot of the embarrassment and the shame and all this kind of stuff that really is the thing that's kept you in the closet, that kind of starts to wear off. I mean, think about it. How would your life be different if this was something that you were not embarrassed about at all and you completely didn't care what anybody thought? What would you do then? It would probably really change you. Okay? What I could compare it to is imagine that, you had some kind of a corporate job. Okay? You have some kind of a 9 to 5 or plus suit-wearing professional job. Okay? That you enjoy. And you really love the weekends where you get in your Jeep and you drive off to the mountains, okay? And you've always liked outdoors, okay? You've always liked the outdoors. But as you do that more and more, you realize that you love the outdoors and you always have loved the outdoors, and that's just kind of your temperament, that you didn't decide to like the outdoors, you just love it. And that your suit-wearing professional job, you thought you wanted it, but now you realize you don't. That you wanted the money, and maybe you wanted status and all these things, but once you just start living your actual life, well, then you just kind of start realizing you don't really want that anymore. And I think that it's kind of like that there's many transgender women who at one time lived very masculine lives, that were, Navy SEALs or something, or whatever, police officers and all these things, football players, professional even, and, now they're trans, and now they're living full-time as women. And it's really because of that. It's because, we kind of start stepping out and exploring our feminine side that we've been repressing all these years. And once we've started to explore it, the shame is worn off, these feelings become much more clear to us, and we realize that this is really what we always wanted. And and so what changed in us is that we no longer feel ashamed or embarrassed about who we are. We're much more clear-minded on what we want, okay? And so it's kind of like we've woken up, okay, is what I can say. So thank you.